This is definitely the most evil horror movie I've ever seen. Based on real events in Taiwan, it became a childhood trauma for many online. Reportedly, when the incident occurred, no one involved was spared. Shot in a documentary style, the film feels incredibly real. Highly recommend watching with friends who enjoy horror. The story starts off with high energy. It's about a forbidden cave housing a deity. Angering it brings eternal curses. The lead, Roonan, skeptically decides to explore the cave anyway. This led to her parents' death and a cop's suicide at the station. Anyone too close to the incident faced unexplainable misfortunes. 6 years ago, Roonan and friends planned to explore her boyfriend's forbidden cave. At the village entrance, their car wheel caught a Buddha statue. Dong said it was their village deity. But strangely, Roonan vomited upon seeing it. Dong thought she was just unwell. Little did they know, this was the deity's warning. Villagers welcomed them, but Roonan made an odd gesture. At the ancestral hall, they wrote names on talismans, had incense waved over them, and bowed to the Buddha. The priestess said they'd sacrificed themselves, requiring decennial worship. Even Roonan's unborn child was to be dedicated. Roonan was confused, unaware she was pregnant. After returning to their accommodation, the three of them felt the villagers were acting very oddly, deciding to quickly finish exploring the cave and leave. Yuen wanted to take photos but was spotted by a little girl inside. However, she did not alert the villagers and instead took them to a strange room filled with revered Buddha statues. But oddly, they were all seated with their backs to each other. Just when Roonan was puzzled, a drip of black blood suddenly fell from above. Roonan looked up and saw the black blood was dripping from a decaying mural. Roonan wanted to ask the girl what was happening but realised she was missing a piece of her ear. Right after the girl finished speaking, there was a sudden sound of a needle dropping, and when they looked back, all the Buddha statues on the altar had turned their heads. Seeing this, the girl quickly shielded Roonan underneath her and started to continually chant incantations. Although this temporarily quelled the Buddha mother's anger, the chanting also drew the villagers in. They imprisoned the three of them, but it still didn't stop the bizarre occurrences. They snuck out while the villagers were distracted, but as they approached the cave, they discovered a sacrificial ceremony was taking place. After the ceremony ended, the three immediately went up to investigate and saw that the villagers' tribute to the Buddha mother was the little girl from earlier. Her face was covered in writing. The girl was sent to the hospital, but Yuen insisted on exploring the cave first. He kicked open the sealed wooden door. Instantly, a child's cry echoed from within the cave. Yuen hesitated, but Roonan felt compelled to investigate, suspecting a child might be trapped inside. Concerned for Roonan's safety, Ardong stayed behind to watch the little girl. They entered together, but as they did, the child's crying suddenly stopped. Having come this far, they pressed on despite their reservations. Deep inside, they found a shrine with a Buddha statue, its head covered by red cloth. Ardong entered a hall, realizing the cries originated from there. Out of curiosity, Yuen tried to stop him, but a mirror crashed behind them as ghostly hands emerged from the walls. When Yuen regained consciousness, he found Ardong repeatedly banging his head against the wall.
What happens next will blow your mind. Next part will be uploaded soon.